Hello violin learners, and welcome to an easy bow hold tutorial. If we haven't met yet, hi, I'm Megan. I've been playing the violin for over 20 years. I have both my bachelor's and master's degrees in music, and now I use my experience to help you learn the violin as quickly, as easily, and as joyfully as possible. So for this video, you will need your violin bow. So if you don't have that yet, go grab it. I'll wait. So I'm going to be showing you two different ways how to hold the bow in this video. The first way is what I recommend for absolute beginners. We are going to be holding the bow with our thumb on the outside. Now, why? If most professional violinists play like this, why are we learning to hold with the thumb on the outside? Well, the answer is simple. When you're first starting out, you do not have the muscle strength built up in this area of your hand here, which makes it much harder to hold the bow with the thumb on the inside. So I recommend starting with the thumb on the outside, playing like that for a couple months, and then when you've built up some strength, moving your thumb to the inside. However, if you feel comfortable with putting your thumb on the inside right away, that's completely fine as well. So step number one, we're actually going to hold the bow in our left hand. I'm going to hold it out in front of me like this. And remember that this is a mirror image, okay? So it's going to look opposite from me when you do it. So the reason why I'm holding my bow with my opposite hand, with my left hand, is so that my right hand only has to worry about making the correct shape. Again, we don't really use these finite muscles in our hands that much in everyday life. So we are going to have to build that muscle strength in order to even hold the weight of the bow. So I'm putting my bow out in front of me with my left hand. Then take your right hand and do like this, say like, hey Megan, hey, and then your thumb. Now, if you're choosing to hold your bow, put your thumb on the outside of the bow, you're going to put it halfway on the hair and halfway on this metal thing on the side of the thumb. Be careful that it doesn't stick out like that. It should be on the side of the thumb near the nail. Okay, so this is what you should look like right now. Now take your middle finger and wrap it around the bow directly across from the thumb. The pad or the tip of the middle finger should be touching that metal thing right there. Not sure what the real name of that is. I just call it the metal thing. You don't want it to be too far down or too far up, okay? The tip of that finger touches the metal. Now take your ring finger and place it right next to your middle finger. It should be covering the great majority of the bow. As you can see, I have a small sliver of black there. So not like this and not like this, like just like that. Now take your index finger and lay it down right here, right between the grip and the winding. If you don't have this on your bow, that's okay. Just make sure there's a little bit of space between your middle and your index fingers. And the index finger should be touching between these first two knuckles. This guy's lazy. He wants to go to sleep. And the pinky should rest right on top, nice and curved. The pinky should not be on the screw at all, so if your pinky's on the screw, your bow hold's probably a little bit too low. And that is how you hold the bow. If you would like to start out with your thumb on the inside, we're going to follow the same first two steps. So place your bow in front of you with your left hand, say hi to me with your right hand, bend your thumb. Now, the thumb is going to go directly between the grip and the frog. You can see on my bow, I have like a clear indentation of where my thumb rests right in between the grip and the frog, again on the side near the tip. I'm trying to give you all sorts of angles here. Okay, it shouldn't be resting in the frog like that, and it definitely shouldn't be up here. Right on top of the frog. And then the rest of the steps are the same. The middle finger wraps around right across from the thumb, the tip touching the metal. Ring finger goes right next door, index finger plops down, and pinky stays right on top. And now you have a beautiful bow hold. If you take your left hand away, you're probably going to feel a lot of weight come into your pinky right here, right? So that's why I suggested holding it with the left hand again, so you could work on building up that strength. The two most common bow hold mistakes I see at the beginning are not having the thumb bent and not having the pinky curve. So double check for that each time you practice. Now you know how to hold the bow. Congratulations. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, definitely leave a comment. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And you can also follow me on Instagram at Suzuki Violin Teacher. I'll see you in the next one.